So recently I've so recently I've been wondering a lot about why there have been so many YouTubers that have been quitting YouTube in the past few weeks. These famous YouTubers with millions and millions of subscribers choosing to quit what would seem to other people to be the greatest job. At first I was thinking about this graph that I saw recently. I believe it's called the Kubler-Ross graph. It shows that people who try new things in life, who try to find success, they often go through a dip basically before they reach their maximum success. And most people quit while they're in this dip because they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They think it's always going to be terrible. They think they're just going to struggle forever, and so they think you might as well quit because what's the point? At first I thought this maybe this applies to these YouTubers, but that's obviously not the case. They're obviously not failing. Every kind of metric around them would show that they are succeeding, like in every single measure of success you could possibly imagine. They have money, they have fame. But that brings me to the other thing. What do you do when you reach the end of the graph? What do you do after you get over the hump and after you start seeing success? You don't have anything to work for once you achieve every single goal you could possibly imagine. Think about this in my own life. I've been trying to do some visualization tactics. So imagine like I have 1 million subscribers. Like imagine that I've achieved the success I want on YouTube, and imagine how it would feel actually trying to put myself in that position of someone who's already got it, so I can feel like how great it would be, so I can use the visualization to bring me closer to the success. But what I was quickly discovering, despite what I expected, was feeling like I had 1 million subscribers wasn't actually that satisfying, because I felt like I have nothing to work towards. If I have 1 million subscribers, I've accomplished what I set out to do. I've accomplished the end goal to all of this. And if you've accomplished the end goal, there's no point of anything. I mean, if you've accomplished what you've set out to do, you're done. I mean, you can just give up, you can retire. This reminds me of the book, The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. How can you make the game itself so much fun that you never want to stop playing it? How can you make the act of uploading YouTube videos so much fun that you never want to stop doing it? Because when you have that end goal that you're trying to accomplish, you're going to reach the end goal and you're going to feel satisfied, and you're going to give up possibly, because what do you have to work towards? It's only when you actually are striving towards something that you feel compelled to do it, because you have some goal that you're working towards. You're not there yet. You haven't reached the final milestone. This is why in life you should set unreasonable goals. You shouldn't base your life around one thing, like making some great YouTube video, because once you achieve it, you'll just give up because there's nothing else to work towards. Instead, the goal should be what you're doing on an everyday basis, and how what you're doing contributes to your greater mission. If my mission in life is to help people through the self-improvement content I make and change people's lives, I'll never achieve that, because there'll always be more people's lives to change, and I'll never accomplish that. But if my goal is to reach 1 million subscribers on this channel, I will accomplish that hopefully one day. And once I do, it'll just be pointless, because I will have achieved that and I'll have nothing else to work towards. The actionable step I'll recommend for you in this video is think about how can you make your goals so appealing that you'll never want to stop playing them. How can you set a goal that's so high above that no matter what will happen, you'll never want to quit? Because if you can do this, you will truly accomplish life, because you will have both the momentary success that you get from just doing the activity and the long-term success, the long-term goals that you want to achieve. Now keep in mind, I'm not saying this is the sole reason why these YouTubers have quit. I'm sure there are many reasons that prompted each of them to quit, and I'm sure they had many valid reasons as well. I'm not blaming them at all, but I'm sure what I'm saying did contribute at least a little bit to what happened with each of them. And I don't want more people to suffer from the same thing that these famous YouTubers did. Now that you have some better goals in your life, if you want to see a video about how to achieve these goals, I've got a video on that as well.